I would.
But that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
I told you. I told you I'd do it. I told you, but you wouldn't believe me. Damn your soul! I told you!
Goddamn right. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got to bust Gambit for this shit. Like saying hello to everybody, like at 1:43 in the afternoon, like writing everybody's names.
When nobody is here yet.
You late bastard.
No. He's doing preemptive salutations in case he gets.
Salutations. Whatever, Martin. You're always what's that called? Equivocating. So hi Gambit. Hi Snorty. Is Gambit actually here? He just did all that and he left and never come back.
That's what I said. Preemptive salutations in case he
hello,
cannot be back in
Snorty.
time.
Now Netflix, aka Netwoke Ass, is lying about the claim that Matt Damon has just espoused about. I don't know what did he espouse this time?
I don't know. Did he say Matt Damon?
Damon. Oh fuck that
Dude.
guy. Although I like all of them, Heat, In the Line of Fire, The Fugitive, Backdraft. Look, I love them too. What I'm asking is, which one do you think was the best one? And there are so many fucking movies. We just went through a bunch of them that came out in the 90s. Great action thrillers, dramas. You know, I want to leave out the ones that I consider popcorn fare. Like, as much as I love Cliffhanger, and goddamn John Lithgow in that movie, God, he can fucking play a villain like nobody's business. And but I just don't take that movie seriously. And I still think it's a garbage idea to reboot or like restart it. Leave the movie alone. Leave it alone. It is what it is.
I love that movie, man. I
Cliffhanger, I do too. No, I do too. I just don't consider it dramatic. For me, drama requires very serious subject matter.
Yeah, it has melodrama. It's not the same.
Yeah. So I am curious what fucking Netflix did and what Matt Damon said. Like, what new stupid shit did Matt Damon say? No, Joe, today he's at work just on the thumbnail because it was set up as Wednesday show. And yeah, I think it's, you know, if you take the time and realize that this is a makeup episode, that's why, because he can't make it to Thursday shows.
Yeah, I know. But
Snuffles. Davey is here. Yeah, Davey Dread's here. Hi, Davey. Let's see.
Hi, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
And Snorty with a breach.
Isn't a backdraft was Gary feels when he leaves the back door open? Hey,
I
like the little cool breeze back there.
Oh, okay. First, and where is it?
Let's go out the back way. Keep those IDs coming.
Because a Hudson Hawk is the kind of breeze.
Where's Penny?
Penny's at the end. Oh, her video?
Yeah.
Don't know. Okay. Oh, no. Go to Military Monday.
Well, we need it here too.
Yeah,
so
it's a matter of space and time. Space
and time. What are you?
Man.
The doctor. Are you the doctor? Doctors,
I
give
should
me
gonna
some
play
news.
the
I got
darn
a
thing.
bad case of loving you. Yeah, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to find the video so I can upload it.
You don't have to do that now. Remember?
What?
You just go. Okay. Allow me. Allow me. I will. I go here. I found it. And now I just say copy to May shows. And
It says no.
what?
There's not enough room.
Ah. Ah.
We'll just play it.
Penny,
Sheldon.
Penny,
Sheldon.
Penny,
Sheldon.
Penny.
I love that she loved it, but I hate that show.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not a
fun.
fan either. I like Sheldon as a character, but their idea of showing nerds always is the same types, which are the
Just detach your
milk
brain and have fun with it. That's how you do
No,
it.
because they
These
talk
shows.
they are shit talking about people like me. I cannot detach.
No, a lot of people. Keith took offense to it too. It's not that I took offense to it. I just thought it was stupid to always show um, nerds as milk toasts, and we're not. I mean, there's a
It was
shit ton of
stupid,
fucking nerds in the army,
but
infantry.
I know it was stupid, but I still had fun with it.
The only thing I
Especially
liked
Wolowitz
about
and
it
his
was
mom.
I like Sheldon. I like Sheldon's mom. I liked it when his siblings came on the show. And
Well, Young
holy
Sheldon is a
shit,
much better show.
um, there's a film I really like from the 80s, even though I'm not that, I have a lot of problems with Rob Reiner, but I really do like his movies. And Stand By Me is like one of my favorite films that he did. And Jerry O'Connell was the fat kid, which led to a funny moment at what was that show where the three guys live in a house with the kids, all the kids, back in the
Full
80s and
House.
90s. Full House. And the one that played drums for the Beach Boys, the Greek actor,
Yeah.
John Stamos.
John Stamos. Stamos, man, he got roasted. And I think one of the meanest things I ever heard on a roast was what was said to him on his roast
Oh,
on Comedy Central. When, what's his name?
Gary
The
O'Connell.
big ugly dude turns to me and says, "Hey, man, what's it feel like to get your woman taken from you by the fat kid from Stand By Me?" It's
Oh.
true, and he laughed at it, but inside he hurt. John Stamos probably cried a little and died a little on the inside when that joke got made, because that's rough, dude.
Yeah.
Well, apparently
Yeah, I know
Steve
you.
was not a bullet. Did you see the last comment of Jerry O'Connell?
This is what I'm getting ready to talk about. Is you've got Jerry O'Connell on with what's his name?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, and he starts talking, and he sounds like a complete cuck, but he's talking about how all he said on election night was, they put all their eggs in one basket, and that basket couldn't win. And
Yeah, but
he
he said what?
got attacked, physically attacked by Rebecca Romaine, his wife, and his daughter. Attacked him physically.
Mm-hmm.
Got up in his face, pushing him, and just saying all sorts of shit to him. And that's all he said. He says, "I'm a Democrat. I just saw they fucked up." And
Yeah,
he says,
was talking just about the strategy.
Yeah. And he says, "I'm afraid to even say this because I don't know what I'm going to face when I go home." And Bill Maher called him out, like, called him kind of a pussy.
Yeah. He said, "You're in a bad
Hi,
situation,
lovely Shirley.
bro."
Like,
And
I wouldn't go home to that, is what he said. As a man, I wouldn't go home to that. I wouldn't tolerate that.
And
I'm
Jerry
like,
canceled his podcast yesterday.
Jerry, what? What?
Jerry O'Connell apparently had a podcast, and he just canceled that.
Yeah,
So,
look, I'm supposing he's probably got a black eye or a busted lip because he's clearly in an abusive relationship. You don't do that. You don't fucking do that. And TDS is a real fucking condition now. People are having to be fucking treated for it. And all it is just a very specific kind of extreme what do you call it? Extreme reaction to something with stimuli where you become violent and belligerent.
oh,
It is a
that-
form of mental illness to do that. And so this one now has a name, TDS. Presumably, Matt Damon has been accusing Netwoke Ass of dumbing down various content. Oh, I saw a meme today, and now that makes sense because of the movie The Rip, which I just haven't had a chance to watch yet. Oh, wait, what's this? And some of the eggs in the basket were cracked. Yeah, just a little bit. And it's due to his Matt Damon new thriller distributed by the same company called The Rip. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. And there was a meme today. So now I understand that meme because I see things. And I'm like, what the fuck is that about with Netflix and the movie? I haven't seen it. The trailer looked good. It didn't look great, but it looked good. It looks like you're a good thriller with some violence in it, which I'm always for. I like violence in movies.
Yeah, that
Antonio.
was important.
It's not like I don't like violence in real life, but I'm comfortable with it. Like poor Anima, she cannot handle like the pugilistic sports at all.
No.
It's just, and it's like I'm like, yeah, but there's so much here. There's a human story here that you're missing because you're so focused on the way they're telling it. And it's something that I personally identify with because I was a fighter. I was Golden Glove. I fucking got into fist fights all the time as a kid to get through shit because I don't like bullies. And I beat the shit out of a lot of human beings because most of the time because they were asshole bullies. And but so I understand the need of it. And what I like about the pugilistic sports is not those guys that are headhunters. I'm not a big fan of headhunters. And Martin, you know what I mean when I say that, right? Headhunters.
Depends on the context. Headhunters, to me,
The guys that are all about
poacher.
getting the all too dangerous fucking knockout. So they're constantly going for headshots. And I'm not a big fan of that. I think that's you gauge your opponent and you fight against what they've got. And sometimes I work their body. When I was doing full contact martial arts, I told Anima one of my things to do was striking their arms and sometimes knocking their arms out of the way in order to get the shot in that I wanted to get. I'm not a big fan of the liver punch, but I've done it.
Oh man, that's just wrong.
Is Ben Affleck pissed at him? Is that what you're saying? Is he in some hot water with him? Yeah, it's sitting on my hard drive, waiting to be watched. I'm not going to watch it with Anima. She's not going to want to watch that movie with me. That's just one of those things I'm going to have to watch on my own time. Wait, rescue drama? What the fuck are you talking about? The Rip is a heist movie. Yeah, Matt Damon's in trouble with Ben Affleck. It's like, is Affleck pissed at him?
No,
I have
he
not.
said-
I've not
she
seen
said-
anything on this.
No. I think you misread it. I think she's saying that. I don't know, but she's not saying that they are fighting.
Oh, the heat, like Okay, I
Mm.
got you. You're talking about the movie. All right. I get you. I was being more literal, which is a tendency of somebody who's got a brain like mine. I tend to be very literal. It's hard to believe I can write lyrics and be metaphorical in my writing because I'm so literal in my day-to-day life. You go caught up there.
Mhm.
I want to go to that one too because I saw something I wanted to play. See if I can find it again. Where did I see it?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
My oldest
There
brother
it
was a
is.
huge fan of that band. So I
I
heard that
found it.
song at home a lot.
Oh,
And Matt Damon.
there
Dude,
we-
please use the cropped one
And Matt Damon.
with the
And Matt Damon.
without the letters. God damn it! You want us to be banned?
Joy's torturing you.
That's all.
Brother,
I love that clip.
That is he's talking about dogs. They don't
No.
like dogs.
No, he wasn't talking about dogs.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
And Matt Damon.
Pushing buttons. Hey, Andy.
Yeah, YouTube can push button too. You know.
By the way, Andy, I gotta ask you a favor, buddy. Don't send me so many fucking things in one sitting. Spread them out a little bit. Because I can't get to
Crazy.
every single fucking video you send me or post. I go in there and I look real quick to see what you sent me, and then it's like I look like holy shit, it goes all the way up, and I'm like I'm gonna miss those now. Who's all here? So we got Andy.
Oh yeah,
Gambit,
we have
Snorty,
Andy Moro
Davey,
now.
Dread, Penny. You haven't even added
Sherry.
and Sherry. I can't do that fucking high falsetto thing.
By
Ever
the
since
way,
my balls dropped when I hit 30, I can't sing falsetto.
it's good to see you again, lovely Sherry. You have been missed.
It's so nice when people make time and come and watch us when we're doing out of the turn shows.
Yeah, and this one, we were supposed to do last week, but I ran into some technical issues. Right? Was that what happened?
No, you had a deadline.
Oh, the deadline. Right.
Yeah.
I was stressing over that. I still do. I got to finish that this week. So, but I was really excited. I got to see the new teaser trailer, which I can play if you guys want to. For the movie I'm doing the poster for. No responses, nothing, no
What?
reaction.
I'm sorry, was busy. What did you say?
I said I could play the teaser trailer for the film I'm doing the movie poster for if you guys want to see it.
Of course,
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You doing it? Do it
Yeah, I've got to find it.
now.
Give me a second. All right, here we go. Copy link. There we go. There we go, mate. Yeah, mate. That's right. Paste and go. Now I will share that screen. Share screen. You got to add it.
I'll add it. There you go.
By the way, that Indian-looking dude, that's my buddy Joaquin. There he is on the left.
The owner and trainer of the dog, right?
Yep. He's such a solid dude, man. Good friend. Known him for quite a few years now. That's his dog, Chief.
Gorgeous dog.
And just to let you know what this story's about, it's about a guy who's a hockey player, this guy here running, and he gets a TBI when he gets hit with a puck during a match and gets nailed in the head. And he has to go through therapy and shit here at this facility. And
TBI means traumatic brain injury, in case you don't know.
Yeah, and he becomes friends with this fucking dog, and it becomes his best friend, and he falls in love with the girl that runs the place. And so it's a quasi love story and hero's journey to recovery. Yeah, he got completely pucked with no kissing. There you go. Yeah, and there was no dialogue in this. This was something that he, because he's been in the middle of editing this thing, and it's a nightmare. You know, it's because we had a long talk about it, that directors have a tendency of being bad editors because they tend to start scenes and end scenes too long because they love the scene so much, and they're too emotionally attached to the scene, so they're terrible editors for that reason. But he's doing a fairly good job of editing, and I was kind of impressed with what he's doing, that he's willing to end a scene exactly when it needs to end in his edits.
Yeah, I think that trailer needs some voiceover because you
Well,
don't know
it's
what is
just
happening.
something he threw together just to show people that he is currently working on it, really. The investors, the backers for his film.
When is it going to come out?
Actually, this summer.
Yeah, but when this summer? Is there a
Oh.
date yet?
This summer. That's all I know.
Okay, whatever. Fuck off.
No, I don't know. This summer. That's all I know.
Yeah, but you talked with the guy. He could have mentioned a month or something.
He has a goal, but there's a good chance he won't meet it. His goal is to try to get it done by end of April. It all depends. So the first thing you understand is that's Kurt Russell playing his own dad in the movie, playing the dad. And Kurt then also plays the older brother who got left behind. It's the younger brother that grows up to be, I think it's Adam Baldwin. Is it not Adam? William.
No,
Baldwin,
William.
right? Yeah, I corrected myself. Do we have a lag or something here?
We always have one.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to gauge how much of a lag we have.
Okay.
Say now.
Now,
Now.
Okay,
she has
so
a lag.
a full second lag between you and me, and a 2.5 second lag between Anima and me.
Damn. Oh, well. It is what it is.
Do you feel better now, Gambit? It's like, I did it. I got it done.
Holy shit, that's
I
quite a
can
lot of
call it a
text.
day.
And they're all in
Yeah, I know.
caps. Oh my god.
That was a lot of cut and paste here, my friend.
Oh, man. Between this kid and Hal Jordan, man, if you have a high-risk job, do not take your kid with you, please.
Yeah, it's called sit, stay, heal, but the word is heal like in healing, because that's part of the story. And no, you can't have seen the movie yet because it's not come out yet. I'm still doing the movie poster for it.
Which you would know if you were listening, Gambit.
Yeah, instead of like fucking reading and cutting and pasting, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
I love
Pay
you, buddy.
attention
I'm
in
just fucking with
class.
you. I'm just teasing you, dude, because you're so easy. You're an easy target.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
I suspect it'll probably be closer to June, July. We'll see. I don't think it'll be as late as August. I think that he's probably going to use up May doing the final edits on this. Yeah, they said they looked for actors that could really kind of work as being believable as Kurt Russell's brother. And I went, and you picked a Baldwin.
Yeah. They look nothing
What?
like brothers.
Adam Baldwin would have been a better pick.
And a better actor.
Well, he looks like he could be related to Kurt. Square
Yeah.
jaw, blue eyes, chiseled good looks, hot, sweaty chest. Just
Oh my god, are you in love?
I'll tell you what, apparently I'm going to come out in July. Polar bears don't heal. Oh. I tend to not give two shits what Gene Siskel said.
Yeah, I got really annoyed with him
I'm not
yesterday
really that big a
about him
fan.
not understanding a fucking action movie. That was
Yeah.
stupid.
Like,
don't
well,
give-
this is a beef I have with so many critics is when they criticize a film, but they're criticizing it against films in other genres. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? No, you pick a genre, and that's what you review the film in. Does it work within that genre? Like, why would you? Siskel does that. Ebert didn't. Ebert understood that you separate your genres. You know, the same way you separate your food on a plate. You don't just mash it all together like Gene Siskel, fucking idiot. God rest his soul. You shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but fuck him. By the way, this pretty young lady, does anybody know who that is?
Not really. And to be honest, I didn't like her character. She acted.
Well, she's kind of a bitch in the movie.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, she's actually a really good actress. It's Jennifer Jason Leigh, and
What?
yeah,
I didn't recognize her.
yeah, that's Jennifer Jason Leigh. And for those of you that don't know, she is Vic Morrow's daughter.
And Marty McFly's mother.
Just wrong. You're so just not even in the ballpark on that one. Like, what the fuck did you just say?
That she played Marty McFly's mother.
No,
No?
that's a
Didn't she?
different actress. Yeah, that's Leah Thompson, man.
Right.
She's way hotter than Jennifer Jason Leigh.
She
Jennifer
was in
Jason Leigh
Eightful
is
Eight.
the one that was in Single White Female. Yeah, Hateful Eight. She was in Misery. Um, she's in like she's the villain in Single White Female. Did you hear they're remaking it, but they're taking the white out of it? Like literally taking the white out of it, and figuratively taking the white out of it. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't saw the overall name of the new movie coming out. It's simply sit, stay, heal, and heal is spelled like healing, not like heal for a dog. And he did it on purpose. I thought it was clever.
yeah, it's a pun.
Yeah, it's a play on words, exactly. So in this movie, this is one of the 4 films that J.T. Walsh did with Kurt Russell. He's great in this fucking movie, although not in very much of the film. He plays Martin Swayzak, a city councilor who's corrupt and a bad guy. He throws in the catchphrase. You see that blinking red light in the corner? That's your career indicator light. It's about to go like in overdrive or whatever the fuck he says. And it comes back to haunt him later when William Baldwin's character says it to him. Yeah, rest in peace, Vic Morrow. God bless that guy's soul. You know, if he had known what was coming, I believe he would have tried to throw those kids at the blades. No, away from the blades. I'm sorry. Yes, Cisco is Bantapudu.
What does that mean?
It's
Banta
Bantha shit.
shit.
It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Oh,
Huttese. It's Huttese language.
yeah.
Poodoo.
I like how the first release of episode 1 they say Banta Puru without subtitles, and then when they re-release it, they subtitle it like Banta Fodder. Yes, nah.
It's not. No, it's
Because
poop.
when Sebulba crashes, he punches his own pod racer and yells,
Poodoo.
Puru. You don't say
Yep.
father. You're going.
Oh, food, because that's what fodder is food. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
George Lucas is such an asswipe. I love him. And I'm calling him an asswipe for going back and tinkering with shit. You know, he made that statement, there's no such thing as a finished film, there's only abandoned films. And so he thought that gave him the privilege and right to go and fuck with this movie. It's like, no, it pissed fans off what he did. Making Han shoot second, stupid as shit. That was what made Han so cool, is he knew that the other guy had the drop on him and he fucking smoked it. Fuck. All the cool that George Lucas had with fans was lost then when he tinkered with the Star Wars films. I did like one thing that he did with Empire Strikes Back was additional footage of the Wampa, because it was stuff they wanted in the film. And they had trouble shooting it because they couldn't get the Wampa suit to work. Vic endured a lot during Twilight Zone. Oh, man. That's another good character she played. And that was the big tragedy of that fucking movie, is him being a pussy. Got her killed. The main character, Thomas C. Howell. We need to watch that movie, Anima. You will like that movie. Rutger Hauer is amazing
Okay.
in that movie. I shit
When
you
is he
not.
not?
He is so fucking scary in that movie, but you can't take your eyes off of him because he's so
Isn't he
fucking good.
always amazing though?
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, Hobo with the Shotgun. Come on, man. Dumb movie. Fucking love it. I love that movie. Redone Star Wars Lucas did we're Bantha Poodoo, yeah. Yeah, Vic's death, man, and those two little kids. I don't know if they were Cambodian or Vietnamese, but they were being worked in hours they weren't supposed to be worked. It was a law they broke there. And it pissed me off that Spielberg didn't take more heat over that. He deserved it. He was the one pressuring Landis on getting the shit done. So they're shooting extra hours. Those kids weren't supposed to be on set at that time. And I think that that scene wouldn't have gone that way if they had taken the time to plan it out better with that burst of heat going up and removing the fucking lift on that helicopter, causing it to drift right and go blades down into the water, fucking killing them
He
instantly.
should have gotten into so much trouble over this.
Spielberg, you know, a lot of people don't agree with me, and I'm like, look, he was the guy pushing. He was the one pushing. Now, agreed, Landis should have probably pushed back more. But the fact is, Spielberg, as powerful as he is, you don't fuck with Spielberg. That's career ending. And Landis still managed to have a career after that, but you know that has to be on his head the rest of his life, and he has to live with that. And you just can't fucking walk away from that and ever be normal again. Okay, again, there is no new normal. There's that normal. This is the normal now that I have that on my head. I've got to live with that the rest of my life. It's the same thing with the actor that pulled the trigger in The Crow. He has to live with
God,
it.
yeah.
And that they shot without the armorer there, you know, because they're in on a weekend and they're overtime, and there's no armorer there to do it. So at that point, who was in charge of that fucking weapon? They should have fucking checked that weapon. It's very simple with a revolver. You open it and you aim at something that's lit, and you just look down through the barrel. It's a quick look. It takes you no time. It's pop it open, look, close your chamber, go. Man, what's up, Nerd Archaeology? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I got to tell you, man. One, I fucking love your avatar, which is also on your channel, and two, I fucking love your thumbnails. They're really done well. I like those, man. Good stuff, dude. Yeah, and by the way, you guys know that I'm very critical of certain people in the industries. You know, whether it's the publishing industry, entertainment publishing industry, the entertainment industry, and they're the only people on this planet you will hear me talk shit about. I will absolutely be critical of these motherfuckers. And the one thing you'll never hear me do is do that to anybody in our crowds. I am one of those people that supports everybody in our community. I support them until somebody either walks away or they stop doing it. And we've had friends that have died that do this stuff. And it's so heartbreaking to see so many. And I lost a lot of interest in doing these shows. And I don't know if you knew that, Nerd Archaeology, is that we used to do more entertainment assessment, you know, because Keith and I are like always have our nose to the news. And but when Mikey died, I didn't want to do it anymore. And I almost didn't want to do this anymore. I really didn't. I lost interest in it. And the only way that I could see moving forward for this channel was to do what we're doing now. Talking about movies we love. This is fun. And I like taking some of the time to hang out with you guys in the chat. And again, man, I love your fucking thumbnails. They're like the best. Oh, I love this one. He's late. Oh my God, this is great. His vehicle won't start. He's late. Man, I tell you, you don't want to be fucking late to day one.
No, of all days.
Especially
Fire.
when your older brother wants to flunk you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's pissed that he's even there. Not mention Alec Baldwin and that Western Rust. Oh my God, dude. Look, we've learned. I got to tell you, there are two incidents that after these happen, people should be so fucking careful with guns on sets. John Eric Hexon, if you guys remember that, back in the 80s, when he was fucking around and took a blank and squeezed it, the trigger on a blank. He knew the blank was in there, and it fucking killed him. You know, armorers, one of their jobs of the armor is to remind the actors how dangerous even blanks are. You must treat every gun, I'm going to say gun, normally I wouldn't say weapon, but you need to make sure that every gun around you isn't loaded. Treat every gun around you as if it were. Always. Safety first. And they beat that shit into these actors. And what's his name from Dukes of Hazzard? Like, he really fucking nailed Alec Baldwin on that gun. He says that gun doesn't fire that way. And he brought out the same gun. He says, you can't accidentally fire this kind of Western gun. Then was it Navy Colt?
Yep.
Yeah, there's no excuse for what Alec Baldwin did. We've had
He
too
got
many
away
years.
with it.
Too many years since John Eric Hexum and Brandon Lee. And by the way, tell them what movie you got to watch this week. Anima.
I'm
Brandon Lee.
trying to think.
Brandon Lee.
Hey,
I
James
forgot the name. I'm sorry.
Powers Booth, Brandon Lee, Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire, yeah.
I love that movie. She enjoyed it. It wasn't that great to her. She prefers other films, but it wasn't also a finger in the eye. So she did enjoy some of it, and she laughed at some of it too. And fucking Powers Booth, man, I miss that guy so much. What a great fucking actor. Oh shit, dude.
You skewed the whole.
I don't think you can undo it, can you? Do they allow you to undo it?
No, you can't.
Oh,
No, you can.
Hi, Davey. You're welcome. Whatever fuck I did. Let's see. And of course, James is here. It's good to see you, James.
Hey, James.
Like every time he says this, I chuckle.
It's true, though. At least to our knowledge, he has. He definitely shot more people than Manson. I really do like that film, but it's such a bizarre film. Genre-wise, I don't know what to label it as. It's kind of fantasy. It's kind of sci-fi.
No, it's not sci-fi. It's
kind of
supernatural.
post-apocalyptic. It's kind of post-apocalyptic.
I love that movie.
The Crow?
Yeah, I had that poster on my wall until it fell apart because cats.
Hey, don't tell her, but I suspect that that's what she flicked her bean to.
Ah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Hey, Brandon Lee was a fucking hot dude. And I freely admit it, man. And I proudly say I went to his funeral. I attended his funeral. I was one of about 1,000 people at his funeral. And it was something else, man. The turnout for his funeral was incredible.
Oh, I bet.
It was incredible. What an emotional day. And Bruce, because like the next weekend I went there to visit his and Bruce's graves. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? I don't believe in curses. That's bullshit. You know, I've read all the curses from, even with the poltergeist stuff. I'm more like Homer Simpson. It's like, it's just a bunch of shit that happens. Stop looking for order where there isn't any. The world is fucking chaos. That is life.
Life is chaos.
You can create order in your life, but life itself is utter chaos all the time.
Hell, the universe is chaos.
Yes. At least I read that in a science book once. I
You
almost
read books?
dystopian future sci-fi fantasy horror drama. It's all, yeah, it's absolutely, because there's a sci-fi aspect of it too, and it's very post-apocalyptic feeling. Everything is so dreary. It's always raining.
Wait. I'm asking you if you're reading a book, and I immediately go to Malcolm McDowell telling Worf, "Have you eaten a good book lately?"
Oh, now, of course, I will tell you this, guys. I called out a fucking AI channel this week because they're trying to spread a false rumor that Patrick Stewart criticized the current regime managing Star Trek. And I went, that's a fucking lie. A simple cursory search on Google will show you he said nothing of the sort. I
Actually,
said, how do
I
you
called
guys
him
get
out.
away with this? No, I actually wrote on there, and I wrote how they were wrong and how wrong it is. Because if you're going to quote somebody, you better cite that fucking quote.
Yeah.
Cite that fucking quote. And they say two things in that fucking video. No citations anywhere. Fuck that channel. I tried to report them, but guess what you don't get to do? You can't report a channel for lying.
Yeah, I imagine that was a possibility.
A news and information, it should be. If you catch somebody outright lying like that where they don't cite the information, absolutely. You should call them out.
I know.
And they should be held to the grindstone and say, hey, you better put some citations in your description or pull that fucking video down.
All you got to do is block them.
No, I'm going to keep an eye on them. And they're an AI channel. There's no one person writing that shit and doing the videos. It's all AI.
That's even more reason to block them.
It's written by AI. It's video created by AI. It is uploaded by AI, and it is managed by AI. And in other words, I believe that means they're Mexican. Because basically when you say that out loud, it's ay, 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 ay.
Do you want to show him the clip, Gary, or do you want to wait until tomorrow?
I made that joke just for you, Martin. In my head, I made that joke up just for you.
Do you want to show him the clip today, or do you wait until tomorrow?
Oh my God.
Oh, which one?
What have you done now?
Write me on Facebook because I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. I'm having a brain fart. I'm watching.
The one where he's lifting the Latino guy up. Come on.
Oh, no, I need to do that one today. That'll be funny. Video file. And I think that is in PCM videos. So we go there. PCM files, videos. Because I love Chuck Norris movies. And Anima caught this and it cracked me up when this happens. And this one's just for you, Martin. Just for you.
That's from tomorrow's movie, and we both have the same sound in that scene. That's how Martin sounds when he stubs his toe.
And I got to tell you, man, that's a good movie. Code of Silence is a very good film.
I think he's mad at us now.
No, he's not. Yeah, there we go,
Talking
Gambit.
to us.
Ay caramba. Ay caramba.
Wait. Gambit. Use only one R because you're changing the whole word.
Well, there he's saying ay caramba.
Exactly.
AI, CGI, self-service tills. I hate them all. Man, I'm
I
right there
had
with
to
you,
use
man.
one today, but there was a person doing the whole thing for me. And I'm like, what's the point in this? Because I had a few discounted items and you need to call one over. He even took care of my shopping cart after that. I'm like, this is pointless.
But I think one of the first things that Anima really laughed at with me was when we were hanging out together and I'm having to call to speak to somebody and through either my phone service or something. I can't remember what that was.
It
All
was
I
the
remember is
pharmacy.
I'm fucking losing my shit. That was it. It was Walgreens. Like speak to agent.
Speak to
I hear that
pharmacist.
I hear that you would like to speak to pharmacist. But before I put you through to that call, could you let us know a little bit about what you're calling about? To speak to pharmacist. And
I
the
was
more I
losing
have
my
to say it,
shit.
the angrier I get. And I'm just like raging at this fucking AI. Like, fuck you, put me through. Finally, it goes, well, we're going to go ahead and put you through to the pharmacist.
It's
Fucking
nothing better than
Walgreens.
watching Gary rage at a machine.
I told you if you want to get a human, you have to say the word fuck.
See, you say that now, and because that wasn't that long ago. I think it was like 4 months ago. You told me that, and so now I do that. I just accidentally say fuck. Oh fuck. I want to talk to, and then they put me right through, and I'm like, oh,
I've used that in chats with support AIs.
Yeah, I'll tell you one good thing about Walgreens compared to the pharmacy I use now. And I'm not slighting Phillips Pharmacy because they're very good. Their service is incredible. They have the nicest damn people I've ever met working there behind the counter. But they still operate like it's like the middle 1980s to 90s, and it's like it's ridiculous. Like I don't know when I'm like I need to renew a prescription. I can't log in anywhere and find out that I need to push them through to my doctor, request for a refill from my doctor.
Don't forget to mention the 2-part prescription with the
Oh, yeah.
syringe and the testosterone. It's
Yeah,
so
I have
stupid.
because I love talking about that. Yeah, because I started experiencing low T, so I started taking injections.
You talked about that before.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Just telling people about medical maladies. Haven't you ever heard of the HIPAA violations? Come on, man! You're just telling people my private shit. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell them I have herpes.
Come on, you're old. Maladies is all that old people ever talk about.
Yeah, well, you're marrying me.
I know.
I may be older, but I'm very juvenile. And I think that's one of the things you like about me is how juvenile I am. Would this still have been in the times of practical effects? This movie? Absolutely. Because look, they tried CG on this. They went in and did some practical tests for the fire. Industrial Light and Magic was in charge of it and did not look right. And he said it has to be real to the audience. They have to feel it's real. And so they went with real fire. And the only real complaint, and look, I'm repeating what firemen have all said about this movie. Thank God for this fucking movie. It is the first movie since Towering Inferno to work so closely with real firemen to make it as realistic as possible.
Work closely. They actually did train and then go on missions with firemen, and they weren't just watching. They were working with them.
Well, Kurt Russell and Adam were actually doing the shit, and then Scott was getting into it
William.
too. And that scene, Scott Glenn,
Oh, okay.
and basically they like the scene where they're hanging. Yes, it was done with the cable going through the arm. It's the same way Rutger Hauer lifted Harrison Ford with the cable in Blade Runner. And they have that cable running through the jacket going down to Scott Glenn. And Scott Glenn was set on fire. Real fire. He was set on fire and he got burned. He got second-degree burns
They
on the inside
all
of his
got
thigh,
burned.
all the way up to his scrotum. And everybody got burned making this film, but they fucking loved it. They had so much fun doing this shit. Like they could, it's one of those jobs where it's like I can hardly wait to go to work. And that's another thing that the firemen got. They're like, yeah, they love that shit.
That's real, yeah. Actually, they got so good at working with the fire that they got comfortable with it, and that had the director worried. Like, this is fire. You shouldn't be comfortable around that.
That scared Ron Howard because of the fact that, and the stunt coordinators, because when you start getting comfortable is when you get lazy. And one of the things, like in that scene I was just talking about, Scott Glenn was told is that he could turn his head this way, he could turn his head this way, but do not turn your head to the right because that's where the flames were coming up. And it was something he had to really practice, learning not to turn his head because that's down and he can't look down. If he looked down, he's looking into the flames. Great stuff. I love the fist fight here. There is a real fucking competition between fire and rescue and police. I experienced it because even though I wasn't with fire rescue, I was with rescue EMS. And I had a beef with cops occasionally. Not all of them. Most of them I got along with. But yeah, it's like it led to a funny moment. We went on a call where we had to transport a patient from one hospital. And the reason we had to do it is because we had to run EKG and oxygen on them. So we transported this patient from one hospital to another one. It was a 45-mile drive. And on our way back, we went through a little area of outside, it's near Tequila, Washington. And it's just outside Federal Way in Seattle and all that shit. And it's very suburban. And I had my window open and this is right in the middle of that search for that serial killer, the Green River Killer, I think it was, up there. River. And I saw this postman, and my partner says, "I wonder what's in the box that he's putting in the mailbox there." I said, "Probably some whore's head."
What's in the box?
It was a fucking sick joke. I admit it. The postman heard me.
Oh.
Okay.
Got our ambulance number and reported Dewey and me for it. My partner. Like I got in trouble for that joke. And my captain goes, "Did you really say that?" And I went, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh my God, Gary, you can't do that when you're in uniform." I went, "Note taken." I won't do it again. At least I won't get caught. Gary. Yeah. Bad bear. Just like
Snorty.
Snorty.
Gambit is impersonating Hammerslag.
Hold on. Another good movie that I just recently watched for the first time was Frequency. I'm going to tell you something. That was in the top 10 list of my dad's favorite movies of all time. That movie. And because of the rift between us, I couldn't watch it. And now that after he died, I can't watch it. Because it'll make me cry. Because it'll make me think of my dad and that rift between us. And I hate that. I want to see this movie so bad because I'm a big fan of both those fucking actors. Caviezel and Quaid. Great fucking actors. Playing father and son at different times, talking through a fucking radio to each other. Trying to fight a doomed future. Oh, I love that fucking idea. And I can't watch it. Because it just reminds me too much of my dad. I'm going to eventually make myself watch it. I'm going to do it. Because we need to cover that movie. And so trust me on this, nerd. I will fucking cover that film. And I'll do it for you. Do it for you. Make the note of that for Nerd Archaeology. We're going to cover that movie.
Okay.
We can do it for Quaid's birthday or for Caviezel if we're doing his this year. I don't remember what his birthday is.
What's the name again?
And there was Frequency with Dennis Quaid and
Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel. Yeah. William Baldwin said that his relationship with Kurt Russell on screen was better than it had been with his. Yeah, he said that. I saw that interview. I wanted to like that kid. I really did. So far, there's only one Baldwin brother that I like, and he's a terrible actor. The heavier set one. He's the only one that doesn't talk like a complete nut job. And what were you bringing up, Martin? I forgot. I wanted to come back to that.
Oh, that Gambit is impersonating Sander Hammerslag.
Oh, are you, Gambit?
Again?
Yeah, he's asking for
you need to
Bacala
find
Karate
your
Stick.
own thing. You need to
Okay.
find your own thing, Gambit.
Since
Not how it works.
we have a fake Sander Hammerslag, there's a fake video for you.
Surprise, cockbags!
Come back. I love that. I guarantee you, no bot can fucking catch that fucking because it's said so quickly and with such an exaggerated voice. They have no idea what the fuck it's saying. Yeah, the scene here with the chickens. Oh my god. But talking about that confrontational shit, because I got into an argument with, well, I had gotten a face of two firemen when they didn't backboard and neck brace two people that had just been in an MVA with both sides, passenger and driver's sides, splintered, spider webbed windshield. It's like, what the fuck? Are you trying to kill people? Absolutely. If you're subscribe to us too, that way you get the updates too. Yeah, this was his first shot using Super 35. And I talked about this. I tell people about the different formats of Super, because you have it like with 8mm, and then you have Super 8. And Super 8 is able to transition up to 16mm. Super 16, you can shoot on that, cut your budget in half for film equipment, and shoot a film that can be pushed up to 35mm. And then Super 35 can be pressed up to 70mm. It's really fucking cool the way that works. But you do have to shoot them because the cameras are different between a 35 and a Super. The formatting is different. You've got to be aware of it when you're shooting, because it's not going to look the same as regular 35 when you shoot it. It compresses it and then you open it up. I like this rooftop scene because it is, once again, reminding you how Kurt feels about his little brother. Never going to give him an inch. I already subscribed, man. I subscribed on my other channel, Theta. This new channel started. The other one has like 3,500 subs, but it's kind of screwed up with the YouTube. Yeah, fucking YouTube.
Gary, I have bad news for you.
What?
Dennis Quaid's birthday is in April. That's already filled. And we don't have Caviezel on the list either. His birthday is in September. But do you think that we have an extra week in September so we could do Caviezel?
Whoa. Wait there.
Rush is one of my favorites.
Shoot. Okay. There you go. Look who we have here. The Bushverine.
I'm trying to remember who he is. Is he a friend of ours? Come around more often, dickhead. We love
We miss
you.
you.
Yeah, when you're not around, we're wondering when you're going to show up, and then you show up like out of the blue. Like, hey man, I know it's been like weeks, maybe even months. Hi guys. I do like that avatar though. It's AI, but I don't care. I like it. And my guess is, if I'm looking at that correctly, Bush, that's your face
Yeah,
because that's your nose, and you have
eyebrows. Yeah,
the
that's him.
smile lines right here too. So that's you. That's you. I mean, it's really tiny, but I can still tell that's you.
That's what she said.
Fuck you, Martin. Yep. Kurt saves a black kid from the future.
It was.
What?
Yeah, it's Black to the Future.
Ah,
It's the sequel to BACKDRAFT.
Oh god.
or the prequel, because you never know with time travel.
Okay, this is my mom. Okay, she wanted to go see that. She turned to my dad and said, "Gary, take me to go see Grand Prix."
Oh, ouch.
That's my mom.
Okay, Bush clapping back. It's small, but it's
But it's
fierce.
fierce. Hey, like Sean McComb's brother Chris said to me one time, he says, "Hey man, I only got 2 inches, but I throw it like it's."
Okay, we didn't get the punchline because
You
he
don't get
froze.
the joke. Oh, I'll say
You
it
wrote
again.
so badly that thankfully we didn't hear it.
Chris McComb turned to me one day and he says, "Hey Gary, I've only got 2 inches, but I throw it like it's a foot."
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a measurement in
yeah.
imperial or imperial measurement. Yeah.
Should be
God,
called
through the
anatomical
oh
measure.
shit, look at that. Because of the C, he looks like a video game character there. His face. He has the weirdest looking face. I think he's so fucking weird looking. I hate his hair.
Looks like a bad drawing of Travolta.
No, that was the porn parody, but yeah. And that one is about a bunch of old guys fucking young girls.
Dude, I like this one more.
My dad may not be 12 inches, but it smells like a foot.
Dick, not that.
Oh my God.
Also,
It's
ew.
very, that joke was smegmatic.
That's it. I'm leaving. We're at the dick joke
No, you're
stage.
not. No, you're not. This is a movie when Deniro was still young enough to play part like this. He
He's
wasn't
good
getting
in
too
this.
aged. No, he's good in this and Ronin. Those are two films I really liked him in. There's a handful of films where I like him. I love him in Heat too. I think he was great in Heat. I didn't like him in like Casino, and I hated him in The Goodfellas. It's Joe Pesci. It's really the rest of the cast that made that movie for me because I just don't like De Niro sometimes. I just don't like his acting. I liked it in Raging Bull, but only because he had so much fucking makeup on, I was able to forget it was De Niro because he had the prosthesis on his face. You know, there's this new movie Constipation. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it hasn't come out yet.
Oh god. I see what you
Drum
did there.
drum roll, drum roll.
Okay.
He gets it.
Well,
There you go, buddy. What's this one? You want to be gross? Let's be gross. My girlfriend was like, "Ew, it smells kind of bad." I was like, "Yeah, it was just in your behind." You gotta get your priorities straight. That's so fucking disgusting. Oh my god. Ew. I'm not telling the joke I just thought of, I would be bad even for a bad bear. All I know is like there was this guy from my hometown that got nicknamed Corny. And the reason why was because he got busted by a cop that was a friend. And he was banging a woman in the back of his car in the keister. And when he pulled out, there was a piece of corn on the end. And so he got the nickname Corny. And he hated it. As much as I disliked De Niro, I thought he was great in Goodfellas and Casino. Those films were both made by all the other actors for me. All he's doing there, I don't feel like he's playing a character in it. That's the problem with De Niro in those two films for me. He's good in Raging Bull because he's playing something other than himself. I like him in Ronin because he's playing an interesting character that has secrets. And I like characters who have secrets. And you've got to figure out what they are as you watch the movie. Because there's a mystery to that movie. And I like it. And it's got one of the most depressing endings, though. Well, the director's cut would have had, but it got cut from the film because he's waiting for her to show up, the Irish girl. And but what you don't see is that she got taken by the bad guys, pulled into a van, and you know they're going to kill her. And it's sad after everything he did to save her. Yeah, it's like De Niro is good in certain films, and some of them I just don't fucking like him in. Like I saw the movie New York, New York with Liza Minnelli when I was a kid, and I kind of liked it. You know, I don't like it now because it's just not my kind of story. But I love the fact that even as a kid, I was aware of these things, that he had learned saxophone fingering and mouth. What's it called, honey? When you use a reed, you have to do a certain movement of the lips. It's called something with saxophone and other reed instruments.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
don't know that in English. I'm sorry.
he had to learn to do the fingering on the sax and to do the mouth holding correctly in that movie to act like he's playing saxophone. And he got the right fingering. It looks like he's playing. And I was like, wow, impressed with that shit. I think, well, look, he was already done before that happened. But yeah, TDS kind of ruined him. I was kind of looking forward way back when he was going to make that movie with Stallone about these two aged fighters going at it. But I thought the choreography in it was so bad and the comedy fell flat for me. Because I got to tell you, Stallone, not the best at comedy. He's just not really good at one lines, you know, being funny. He really isn't. He tries to be, and he says things that should be funny, but I always feel they fall flat with him, which is why I thought he was good in Oscar, because he doesn't have to be funny. Everybody else is funny around him. And he's the one person getting irritated throughout the movie because he's a gangster trying to go straight, and everybody's pushing him to do something illegal. Oh, wait, what did Snorty say? De Niro is just a whiny crybaby now. Yeah, look, man, he has money in legal prostitution down in the islands. And it's like
Oh,
he's the last person that should be criticizing anybody. You know, I fucking don't dig that shit that he's done in his life. And but as an actor, I'm just going to talk about him as an actor. I think that he's good in certain films and not good in other films where people just praise him. I remember when my dad said that De Niro's a better actor than Al Pacino. And I said, the fuck he is. Al Pacino is a much better actor than De Niro.
yeah.
I like Pacino. It's hard for me not to like him. I've even seen that fucking crazy psycho movie, Sea of what was it called? Where he goes and he's going to be in undercover in a gay club to catch a psycho killer that's killing gay men. Sea of Love, was that it? Sea of Love?
I remember
Somebody in the-
watching the trailer. I don't remember the title. I'm sorry.
I think it's Sea of Love. For some reason, that movie pops into my head. Somebody in the chat, like nerd, anybody, look it up, see if I got that right. It's a good film. It's a good film. Yeah, look, the best part of Goodfellas in particular, Jesus Christ, fucking Joe Pesci owns that fucking movie. He doesn't look anything like the real guy, but I don't care. I fucking loved him in that movie. And whereas he looked a little bit more like the guy in Casino. And I also like that in both films, his character earns his just desserts. You know, what makes this movie such a great movie is that it's
You
almost
are
like
correct about Sea of Love,
No.
Gary.
Oh, Sea of Love. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mystery, because no, it is because the killer in this movie, you just don't even care who it is because the killer is the fire. The fire is a character in this movie. And you know, it's like the whole thing with when you see the puff of smoke get sucked back to the the bottom of the door. Oh my God. Fuck, man. And Jennifer is not very good in this. She's better in the Hudsucker Proxy with Bruce Campbell and Tim Robbins and Paul Newman. It's a good film. I like that movie. It's about a guy who accidentally creates the hula hoop, a fictional version of the story.
Okay, since you mentioned smoke, we heard interviews of actual firefighters commenting on this movie, and the only thing that is amiss, is the smoke, because you cannot shoot with smoke on the set because you wouldn't see shit. So they say, yeah, there's a lot of fire and no smoke, which is weird, but we get it because you don't see shit when you enter a burning building. You stay to the wall and to the people around you.
I told Anima that I tried out the fire department. Not my cup of tea, because I went into that thing and into the smokehouse, and you got to work your way through here with a mask on, and I ended up turning a corner and walked right into a corner, and it took my mask off, and then I couldn't get it on me again to reseal it, and they had to drag me out, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this. I tried river rescue, and they hazed me. And the hazing was the most gross thing that ever happened in my life. And I've told it before. I don't feel like telling it today. But
yeah, no,
let's just
we've
put
been
it this
gross
way.
enough.
Their prank made me drink human soup and then throw it up. And it wasn't funny to me. Hey, this kind of reminds me of the Back to the Future. I mean, not Back to the Future, the Big Trouble in Little China scene on the elevator where they're just standing there in a group.
Yeah.
Is it getting hot in here or is it just me?
So awkward.
It is amazing to have Kurt Russell play both the father and the grown-up son in the movie. I like that too, Slasher Fred. I like that too, buddy.
I like it even more that in Monarch he plays a role and his son plays his younger self.
Yep. And what's so cool, like last night, I caught an early flick with Kurt Russell where he was standing at an angle and it was just showing like from here to here of his face because other things were blocking it. And he's talking to somebody. And oh my God, he looks Wyatt. That is Wyatt's face. It's so fucking weird.
Hey,
Genghis, hey buddy.
Hey, Genghis.
Thank you, man. John Carpenter is okay. My top 5 films. You guys could probably recite them better than I can. Anima?
The
You wanna try?
Thing.
No, that's not
No.
number 1. Number 1
Number one
is
is Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Well, yeah,
Number
that's
two is-
obvious.
Number 2, The Thing. Number 3, Escape from New York. I don't recall the correct order for the next 2.
The number 4 is The Duelist.
Duelist.
Number 5 is Big Trouble in Little China. That top 5 will never change. Nothing will supersede them because they are so ingrained now in my DNA that I love them so deeply that it's just that way. But I went at a couple of people just this week, poking fun at them. Like somebody said, you know, well, you don't know who that is, the Shadow. I said, well,
Oh, not that again.
Einstein, you don't need to figure out who it is. You need to just figure out who it isn't. And it isn't. And I went through a whole list of obvious characters it couldn't be. I said, that leaves 2 characters. Does that look like the clothing that Palmer wears? No. The only one that wears a sweater with a shirt coming out of it is Norris. Stop fucking opening your mouth and being stupid. Well, he was a double because, you know, he didn't want to make it too obvious. Well, he didn't want to make it too obvious, but it was who it was. That was Norris. Norris was passively infected by a lick to his hand. He wasn't aggressively taken over because Knowles was right across the hall. And so the dog licked him and he slowly got taken over. And it eventually, it's in the script too, that he had what was referred to in the script as an incipient heart condition, that the thing didn't know what to do with it. It was a defect. And when it did that, trying to replicate it, it was taking over his heart and it killed him in the process, gave him a heart attack. So, but I love the thing. And there's like debates like at the end, I said, look, again, if you know the agreement between Universal and John Carpenter, that he had to end with the clear that the thing was killed. And the way you hear the scream fade and stop tells you that was the end of the thing. He killed the thing. That was the deal he made with Universal, that he had to clearly have killed it. But he wanted to leave that thing to where people that can't figure shit out on their own, they just can't figure it out, go, well, maybe he's the thing at the end. It's like, or maybe it's, oh my God, the dumbest one. Maybe it's Childs because you can't see his breath. And I'm like, it's a perfect replication of a human, dipshit. Biologically. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Doesn't have a breath. Well, maybe that's gasoline in that bottle. And I'm like, oh my God, just the people. People, they're fucking dumb ideas.
You need to stop getting angry at stupid people.
Well, I just get annoyed at it. And I hate calling them stupid. But it's not that they're stupid. They just have stupid ideas that they don't understand are absurd. And it's really very straightforward, the movie The Thing. The thing that I like about The Thing is now that there's a potential green lighting of The Thing 2 by Carpenter, he could change it. He could change that ending. But he did say at one point that Childs froze to death and Kurt Russell's character, Mac, was barely alive when they found him. It was the original idea. So, hey, you don't get to talk to me about a fucking thing derailing, Bush. Captain Derail. Jaws, Casablanca, 2000, Goodfellas, The Thing. Who Shot Liberty Valance? Good. Oh, fucking love that movie. Would be on my top 10. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jaws and clearly The Thing are on my top 10. 2001, Casablanca, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance are in my top 20. And Goodfellas is up closer to 40 for me. The most important thing is that Kurt Russell isn't a thing. This is based on literal months of research and irrefutable fact that Kurt Russell is badass. Yep. And one of my favorite sequels to Escape from New York was technically a prequel. Was Captain Ron. Who else fucking loved it when he had the patch over the good eye and had the glass eye open, just staring up into the distance, and they think he's dead? Fucking Kurt Russell. They Live. Another great film. Fucking love They Live. Big Trouble in Little China. The Crow. The Fall are some of my favorite films, and now Frequency. I'm afraid it's going to end up on my high list too because my dad loved that movie so much. Rebecca De Mornay is a chick that a lot of guys had a crush on back in the 80s, and I think she was okay. I didn't think she was all that great an actress either.
Yeah, but
Back before we found out that the Arquettes are all insane, I was a big fan of Rosanna Arquette and then her little sister.
look
And
at who
then
they cast
What?
like Zendaya, who can't act worth a shit. And she looks annoying. I hate her face.
Yeah, she's got a weird face. 2001. Yeah, okay, we got that one. Fried Green Tomatoes. That's a great fucking movie, dude. It really is.
Yeah.
It's your number 6? Oh, you're asking me if it's number 6. No. It would be in my top 100. You got to realize I've seen upwards of over 10,000 movies in my life. If you ever heard of the show Dream On, the opening scene with the kid being raised on television, that was me. That's where I lived. I lived in front of a TV. I didn't interact with my family. I watched television. I love watching movies in particular. One of the movies that Ron Howard directed that is such a great movie. Look, man, good luck finding that on physical media right now. It's not available streaming anywhere either.
Why not?
I don't know. Great fucking movie. It was a fucking made bank. And it was great. It's a sci-fi comedy, romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Because Steve Guttenberg falls in love with an alien. Kind of like in Galaxy Quest with the Doctor. Or Engineer, whatever he was, Tony Shalhoub.
Engineer.
I loved it when what's his name says, "Oh, that's not right," with the tentacles. oh. Yeah, she has resting bitch face. The thing that sucks for her, man, is one day she's going to find out that she was just a DEI hire. It had nothing to do with how talented she was. Because she's not. Kind of the same way with me, Penny, because I read the Hardy Boys and the Nancy Drew books, Sherlock Holmes, Agatha Christie. I loved classic mysteries. And but my favorite genre for movies was science fiction. That and action films. She looks terrible as a blonde. That's the other thing I don't like about it. She looks better as a brunette. Tech Sergeant Chin. Fred Quad. Get Carter. Man, the original. I fucking love that movie, dude. In fact, that one is when I am writing crime, whether it's American or English, because I wrote an English one called The Pilgrim. And in that one, it's written as a nod to classic British crime thrillers. And Get Carter's number 1. Another film I really love that came out later, like I think 88, 89, was the movie oh my God. The Irishman hides out in a church with Bob Hoskins and his blind niece. Mickey
No
Rourke
idea.
played the Irishman hiding out from the IRA and the British MI5. Prayer for the Dying.
Ah, that one.
Love that movie. I love English crime movies. I really do. What he does to what is that actor in that movie? It's not Albert Finney. Hold on. Prayer for the Dying. 1987. Alan Bates. When he finds out that Mickey Rourke's character had killed his brother and put him in the oven,
Yikes.
he loses his fucking mind and attacks him physically, and they both go tumbling down into the church to their deaths. Albert dies first, but before he dies, he gives his act of contrition to Hoskins' character that he wishes to be forgiven. I don't know whatever happened, Slasher Fred, because we talked about that the other day, and I think you're the one that asked about it. I still don't know whatever happened to that fucking ride at Universal. I'm so frustrated with BCBS. My diabetes medicine is being held up for an authorization, and I'm just switching back because I had an allergic reaction to the nickel in the needle. Ooh.
I'm allergic to nickel, but I never reacted to needles.
Why am I reacting this way? Because that's a subcutaneous reaction, and that's bad. That's where it's inside you, the reaction.
Why is there nickel in medical needles? So many people are allergic to that.
Oh, and Terry Gilliam, we just watched great fucking movie right there. One I really want to do. We did Brazil. Fucking Anima hated it. Yeah.
I couldn't even finish the movie. I watched half of it and I was like, yeah, I'm done. This shit is too Kafkaesque for me. I hate fucking Kafka.
Oh, what was he there for 4 days, right? Sutherland. And he apparently really sat down and helped William Baldwin with his lines and how to say them. And I thought that was wonderful that an older actor would take their time, on their own time, to do that with him, to go through the scene, go over lines, how it should be said. My reaction to you should lead to you reacting to me this way in order to get me to do what I do next. It's the whole and then thing, and then, sort of like the takeout voice on Dude, Where's My Car? And then does play an awesome role in Brazil. Yeah, in fact, when I saw the movie, I didn't even realize it was him. Harry Tuttle, wasn't it? Is that the character's name? Harry Tuttle?
Yeah, Harry Tuttle.
That just popped into my fucking
Look at
head.
that. How funny is that? You just brought that movie up yesterday.
I told part of that story to Anima yesterday. That it's a
That
movie
is
we
really
have to
funny.
do. You've got
that's-
two great fucking actors, Gregory Peck and fucking Sir Laurence Olivier in that. Steve Guttenberg in his first movie role, a serious role, where he plays a member of possibly the Mossad, going out and looking for Yahtzees out in the world. And he thinks he's found one, and then they assassinate him. And that leads to Olivier finally coming there because he thinks there's something going on, and he's right. And it's a very good sci-fi plot. Hi guys, crappy communist country Canada here. Just hit 1,400 subs. Love you guys. I don't know if I'm going to love you until you hit 15.
Oh, God.
I love you, Mikey. You're a good dude. You're a good dude, man. If you guys are not subbed to this man's channel, do you have a wrench so you can share the link to your channel? Make sure you share it. I like that people get to watch reruns of our shows now and get all of the chat. Because then stuff like this, where you give a link, people can see those in the chat. Because I've watched the chats on other channels to see what they're saying, even when they're not live. By the way, you said you could hear my alarm earlier. I'm going to check to make sure my settings are right. And then go to audio, go to Yeti, and then go back to video. So now you shouldn't
Oh,
be able to hear it.
your sound changed dramatically.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it be more
Yeah,
dramatic?
because he switched.
Yeah, switch microphones.
Hey, Sander.
Xander, hey man, I don't want to talk out of school, but there's somebody in our chat group that's been pretending to be you, and you might need to have words with that person. I don't want to say any names, but I would say that it's a gambit of a try to find out who it is.
Sander Hammerschlag.
And that's all I got to say. Jaws. Okay, let's get down here. Went through that one. And we need to do Cocoon because I really like that movie. What I love about that film, by the way, Slasher Fred, is the fact that Wilford Brimley was in his 40s when he started shooting that movie, and he's playing a character in his 70s. Because Wilford Brimley looks like he's in his fucking 70s when he was in his 40s.
Oh, Martin, I just did that. Now we
Ah.
both shared it out.
Oh, that's okay.
That's
That just means more people will get it. Awesome. Donald Sutherland is the only character. Wait, no. William Baldwin and Sutherland are the only two characters I think that reprise their roles in that stupid Backdraft 2. William is playing the captain because he took over that department. Scott Glenn is just such a fucking guy. Like, people don't know this when they watch Scott Glenn in movies. The reason why he's so good with weapons is because he's a fucking Marine. Sounds like somebody just lit up a joint.
No, you know, the only thing I ever use a lighter for is the tea light on Loki's box.
Yeah, 1,400 right now. You got to push. Keep pushing harder, man. And I'm thinking one of the things you can do is do like a marathon one day. Just pick a day and do a marathon show. Leave somebody in charge, go take a nap, come back, and have the show going for like 24 hours.
Oh,
I bet
God.
you that'll get you some fucking subs. I bet you.
What do you do all that time?
Yeah, like I said, Sander, I don't want to narc, but Gambit's been pretending to be you, doing whole Backalacadaka Street and all that shit.
Yeah, he's stealing that from you. You need to defend that.
I love you, Gambit, but you're a dirty baseball player.
Yeah, find your own thing. That's how
Dirty
it works.
baseball, man. That is something I have actually said to people in the most messed up situations in the military. I would shout out when things went sideways because somebody did intentionally wrong. I go, man, it's dirty baseball, man. Dirty baseball. Only Americans will fucking understand that.
I have
Pass
no
the
idea
Gucci.
what that's supposed to mean.
Pass
What
the
does that
Gucci
even
on
mean?
Gary hand side. Pass the Gucci on the Gary hand side. I like that song, man. That was a good song.
Oh, it's
Very
a song.
reggae.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a song. So eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Roger that. Get me to come on there. I'll join you. You need to let me know if I come on, though, if it's a PG show.
I think he knows that. He's been hanging out with you.
Well, like your wife says, you need to push a little harder.
Oh, God.
How could you guys catch some of the movie matinees are doing? Murder by Alfred Hitchcock. Good one. Look, man, yeah, you're doing that thing that we wanted to do. That Fat Steven Skull did too. I'm just like, be careful so you don't get claimed because they're going to claim you. They'll do it. YouTube claimed us on a movie that was clearly over 75 years old. Just to let the replay crew know, it's not that I'm unrepentant. I just say it anyway. You're goddamn right, Read by Nature. You're goddamn right. And you don't need to tag me, buddy. I'll read your comments. Just say Gary. So eat, sleep, rave, repeat, and we are at the bottom of this shit. Nope. Oh shit. Sanders feeding the bad bear. Musical Youth, 1982, Pass the Duchy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go find that song so I can play it for her. She's probably gonna hate it.
Yeah.
I know Anima. You know, she's probably gonna hate it. In fact, I'm going to just give you. Hold on. Yeah, this is the 1980s. For those of you that want to hear it, Pass the Duchy. There you guys go in the chat, and now I'm going to put it in the private chat for you guys, so you can actually check it, Anna, before we end the show, so you can tell what my money is. You won't like it because it focuses too much on that like reggae borderline rap thing that they do with reggae.
All right.
But I like the chorus. I just like the chorus. Besides what's to gain using my name? I'm not important. You're important to us, Sandra. We love you, man. We look for all you guys. We notice when you're not here. Oh yeah, we didn't start the fire. Yeah, I subbed to you, I think 3 weeks back because I didn't realize I had subbed to you. And I saw one of your posts on Twitter and I clicked and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not subbed. Yeah, Snorty's the only bad bear here, but we love him. How can you not love that bear? I think he is a misunderstood bear. You know, all a bear is a big dog that never learned not to eat you. And even dogs will
Okay,
eat.
I just listened to the first 17 seconds of that song and I already fucking hate it. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I told you, Lucy. I told you. Absolutely, absolutely, buddy. We support our friends, man. Martin will tell you, we absolutely do everything for our friends. And Genghis is somebody who I gained through doing the KGRA. And by the way, Genghis, I think you'd be happy to hear this. I am going to start doing a new show. Should I reveal the logo? I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Anima?
Yeah, we've got that bad delay, Martin. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
She'll eventually get around to answering me when she hears it.
I did.
I know. I'd say you did. I wasn't saying you didn't. I'm saying, don't worry, Martin. She will answer.
But
What
it
I
really
said.
is worse than usual.
It might be on my side because you know Brad's home all week and he's gaming
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
So you know that it impacts what we're doing. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Let's see what happens. Because I don't know if it'll have the black background or if it'll be transparent or not. But
Poner pause.
and here we go, guys.
Boo. Mm.
It's going to be
The Weird
produced.
Gary with Ghost.
It's going to be, yeah. Ghost Gary. And my nickname is the Ghost. I've had that name for
No. It's the
35
weird
years.
Gary.
Oh, the weird Gary with the ghost. But I am the ghost. And the show is going to be about the paranormal. I've got confirmations from just about all my paranormal friends, including Red Panda and Manny from Area 503. I said, like, I posted it, like, I was so excited. Their response were like, fuck yeah, we're going to be there. Yeah, we're going to be there with our bells on. And I'm like, well, don't be weird about it. Just show up. Bells? What the hell? Weirdos. No, I love Red Panda and Manny. Those two like are great, and I love Manny's. Look it up, Area 503 documentary on Lou Elizondo. Who's Lou? Who is Lou? Who's Lou? Lue, by the way, Lou Elizondo. Check that out. It's an interesting documentary, and apparently Lou did not like it, and has sent his minions after my buddy, and he just hunkers down and takes her crap. We have a lot of snake oil salesmen in ufology today. And it's the same thing you get with everything, man. When you start dealing with parapsychology and things like remote viewing, yes, I absolutely believe there are people that can really remote view. Majority of them I call bullshit on. I caught that psychic on that show. I don't want to say what show it was because it wasn't my show. And I came on the show, popped in as a guest, and I said hello to who was there. One of them is a roadside prophet, and she spouts off that and that you have a friend who just lost a pet, a beloved pet. Let them know that you're very sorry about that, and just saying all this shit. And I'm like, there's something queer about what's going on here. Like I know all my friends and their pets, and no pets have died recently with my closest friends. So I leave the show, and I immediately go to Facebook, and it took me less than 5 minutes to find everything that she said about me by doing just a cursory search through my friends list. In fact, the friend she was talking about is the guy that shows up number one on my friends list, even though we don't really know each other. I don't know why he's first. I have no idea how Facebook's algorithm does that. I barely know the guy. I met him through work, and he thought it was funny. And so we became friends. And so I messaged him, and I said, hey, I looked and I saw that you lost, was it a lizard? It was either a lizard or a bird, or no, it might have been like a ferret or a guinea pig or a hamster had died. And he says, yeah. I said, yeah, I noticed it because you were number one on my friends list, and then I went to your page and I did a search through your posts for death or died, and it was like the first thing that popped up was a few days before, and I'm like, that bitch just fucking like, and I outed her to Don Eckert, and he would not stop believing in her. I said, I'm just telling you, man, I don't know if she's fake or real the rest of the time, but what she did with me was fake, and I caught it. I know exactly what she did and how she did it. Let's see. Hold on. I'm missing stuff here. What's this here? One of the classic disaster fire movies is Towering Inferno. Yeah, you weren't here a little bit ago, but I brought that up because it was the other movie before this that went to the lengths that this movie did to make sure that their firefighting techniques were accurate, including having firefighters in the movie. And we got to watch that movie, Martin, and do it. I love the Towering Inferno. And but the fire in that movie is what happened behind the scenes between Paul Newman and fucking Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen is so fucking fickle, and when it deals with Paul Newman in particular, because he felt like a rival of his, and he felt that he was better than Paul. I think he really believed that. And so if Paul Newman had so many lines, if he had one or two more lines than him, they would have to do an edit and give him two more lines to match Paul Newman. And when they finally agreed, and Anima thought that was really cool, on how to do their names on the movie poster and in the movie during the opening titles, is that Steve McQueen's name comes first, but Paul Newman's name is above his to the right. So technically it's above his while he's first. So they were both comfortable with that. It's bizarre hearing shit like that in a movie. It really is. It's an ego thing. And I thought that was really strange. But that's the thing with when it came to Paul Newman with Steve McQueen, man, because one of their first movies together was together. Somebody Up There Likes Me. They're both in it. And I thought that they would be good friends. Now, they were friendly behind the scenes. Cordial is the way I would put it. But they did not bum around together. And I was sad because they were two of the coolest fucking dudes in Hollywood. I shit you not, man. Both of them loved racing. In fact, Newman, oh, this scene here. Any fucking codes?
And dies.
Anima's like, what happened to that eye? And I'm like, why isn't both his eyes fucked like that? Because, yeah, he burst a major blood vessel in his eye during all that shit they went through.
It's so heartbreaking when he's lying there injured and telling the guys, do you see that guy? That's my brother. He's so
That's
proud
my
of him
brother.
in that moment. And then he fucking dies.
Well,
Yeah, no one's allowed to look at me or talk to me when that scenes like that happen in movies, because I get overly emotional and I can't talk, and I don't want to be looked at because I know my eyes are swollen and leaking.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I can't do funerals.
Here's a funny one for you, nerd. I am naturally what's referred to as I've tested. I'm a super empath, and it's really weird because I'm not just an empath. I actually can emotionally impact people around me, which Anima will personally attest to how I have done that with her. And it's just something I'm gifted with. It's not like I trained and worked on that. No, it's just something I do naturally with people. I'm referred to as a healer and an emotional healer in particular. And that I really also can read people in a really weird way. And I freaked women out on dates, first dates, where they thought, are you spying on me or something? I'm like, no, I'm just looking at you and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. And people go, well, that's psychic. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's empathy, pure empathy. That's all it is. I can read people. But I also worked with the amazing Randy one time with Ron and Judy Miller. They were some of the production artists for the movie Dune back in 1984. And I lived with them. And I was his apprentice. And basically, they got me to agree to go do a psychic thing. And I had to be trained how to do fake psychic readings, which I thought was interesting. And I also learned cold reading. And I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And I got to work a little bit with the amazing Randy. I did not know his reputation at the time. I only knew him as a magician and a debunker of psychics. And so I went to the college, Mary Washington College, which is now a university in Fredericksburg. And we rented out the auditorium there and did a thing. And I was introduced as this guy from somewhere in Europe. I can't even remember. And I did a weird accent. And basically started doing cold readings on people. And what was amazing is I was wrong about half the time. But what was supposed to be proven by the end of this was that people are so willing to believe psychic powers that they'll ignore the shit you get wrong and pay attention only to the shit you got right. And that's what the test was all about. People got up, walked out. I had a girl got mad, threw something at me. And when I revealed I was just a local guy living from Fredericksburg.
Imagine that, a girl getting mad at you.
Yeah, the Towering Inferno, which was, let's see. And what do you mean astral project? Are you like fucking around or talking for real? Let's see. For all the real fire in the movie, they say Backdraft used some cutting edge CG fire effects in the movie that was easier on the actors and the stunts, and that's not true. 95% of the fire in this movie is real, and any CG that was done was used to enhance it.
They actually built a box for one of the cameras so the camera could be in the middle of the fire.
Of the fire, so it wouldn't heat up or melt.
Yeah.
I like the ending of this. It's such a great film. Para-abnormal are those crazy people who parachute. Yeah, fuck that. I have a friend that fucking did that shit, and I'm like, why jump out of a perfectly good plane? There was a British ghost hunter show that exposed their own psychic is fake. I just wonder why. You should know it's all nonsense and that you're employing. Oh, yeah. Well, this is it. I'm one of those people that will say I do believe in forms of psychic ability, but I don't believe in mysticism and magic. I believe that what happens, Carl Jung talked about this, is the collective subconscious. He starts talking about how your subconscious sits there, interprets everything going on around it, all the stimuli, all the information, what you read in the newspaper, what you heard somebody say, and maybe you didn't even perceive that you heard it. You get all this information, and what ended up happening to Carl Jung is days before, it was either days before or 2 weeks before World War I broke out, he had a nightmare where he saw a wave of blood going across Europe, drowning all these young Germanic men and just slaughtering them, going over the land all the way through the Rhine, all the way down into France. And he saw that in his dream. And he wrote it down. And a few days later, like I said, World War I broke out. Clearly, his subconscious was picking up information about what's coming. You can sit there and go, oh, that's magical stuff. It's like, sure, it's psychic, but it's not psychic the way you think it is. Telekinesis is something else. And that's being able to manipulate energy around you and using that energy to manipulate things. But nobody gets mad at Gary, just annoyed most of the time. Mind that you do, I've done naturally my entire life as well. You're probably, I'm going to suspect that you're probably an IN in the 16 personality types by Carl Jung. The first two letters are big describers of what you do. I am an INFJ. That means I'm introverted and introspective. The N means introspective because you can't go I for some reason. Anyway, so it's introspective, feeler, and judger. And what that means that when you see the word judge involved with psychology, that means you're constantly weighing circumstances. You're constantly paying attention to everything around you and weighing those situations. It's something I do subconsciously. I don't even try to do it. I just do it. And occasionally I test with an additional dash T, which means thinker. So you should take that test, nerd. Take that test. Let's see. There's a good clip where comedian Paul Zenon dismantles a cold reader on GMTV UK who is fooling the show host. Yeah, you can catch those guys. I consider most of them phonies. I maybe didn't state that properly. There's real fires, absolutely, but they used cutting edge CGI. Yeah, but the thing is, you had to be really careful because they tried to use CGI fire in this movie, and Ron Howard rejected it because it didn't look right.
No,
It
and in
didn't.
the 90s, CGI fire wasn't there yet.
Yep, it wasn't there. Now it is. Still, I think a lot of it's crap. Um, no, with polar bears, you just roll them in flour and look for the wet spot.
Oh God.
So, Snorty will tell you.
Well, we should wrap.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things I ever said, nerd, to somebody was um
Nothing?
the weirdest thing that ever happened to me was I had an out of body experience, but it wasn't mine.
Uh, uh,
That is like, look, whether you like that joke or not, that is a thinker joke. That's something it's not punny. It's you have to stop and think like, wait, what? And I like that kind of humor where it makes you pause. And go, wait, what?
You like doing jokes just for yourself. It doesn't matter whether we find them funny or not.
No, because it's funny to me. Hey, D-Bud's here.
Hi, Deward.
Hi, buddy. Oh man, it's been a while. You and Boosh, man. I want to see you guys around more. Fuck, dude. I'd like to get you on the show again. You were a lot of fun. I don't know about Boosh. He's a troublemaker. I'm such a jerk to him. I don't know why he loves me. You don't know anything, Gary. Snorty just confirmed their bikinis. All right. Well,
Okay, polar bear in a bikini. I agree with Martin, by the way.
just because he's
We
a
reached
polar
2
bear
hours.
doesn't mean he's an expert. What's that?
I agree with Martin. We reached 2 hours. We can wrap.
Yeah, but I was in the middle of a joke. So just because Snorty is a bear, a polar bear, doesn't mean he's an expert on polar bears. So nah. If you're still doing Silent Rage on Saturday, I can join you then. I don't know. I don't know if I want you on Saturday. Yeah. Fuck
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
join us. Dude.
Please do.
It's like, yeah. I think the most fun thing to do to friends is act like you don't want to hang out with them and then go, I do want to hang out with you. Let's go. You don't know anything, Gary. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. So let's get to the private chat and see who's all here. Gambit was, of course, clearly first in the house at 1:43 in the afternoon. Snorty was second in the house. Davy Dread, Penny, Andy Morrow, the lovely Sharon. And she spells it the way I like. I prefer the E-R-I over the E-R-R-Y. I don't know why, especially with women. It just, eyes look, I think it's a feminine way to spell the last name. It's very feminine. Nerd Archaeology, it was great having you in the stream today, man, chatting with us. Thanks, man. Hope you show up more. And if you ever want to pop on the show, let me know. We always ask that you hang out with us first so we can figure out our energies. You understand. You're an empath. So, Jamie Jameson, it's good seeing you, buddy. Slasher Fred, as always. Genghis Khan. Man, I'm always happy when you pop in, dude. I really am. You're still that connection to KGRA. And even though I'm not with KGRA anymore, in fact, they are no more. KGRA is dead. I still work closely with some of those guys. The chief on Tuesdays, I met him through KGRA. My relationship with Don is still solid. Mark, when he's available, we like to hang out and talk movies mostly. Because I don't like talking ufology with him because it's such a downer with him because he's becomes such a pessimist and cynic, I should say, about all of it. But Genghis, I'm always glad to see you, buddy. The Comic Relief Crusade, and of course, last minute Sander Hammerschlag. Always good to see you guys. Did he get his
Bakalaka.
Bakalaka?
No. I'm
Okay,
waiting.
let's get
I
him
was
in.
waiting for you.
Yeah, go for it. Let's
Here
go.
we go.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
Absolutely. And then this one.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real alone.
You're welcome. And I would say this was a pretty good show.
Mostly.
And this is my feelings on basically all of you guys that didn't show up.
Surprise, cockbags!
There you go.
Ugh.
All right, we're out of here, guys. We will see you tomorrow afternoon.
Call of
We're going to be doing
silence.
another Chuck Norris day. We survived Kurt Russell's birthday week, and I'm sorry we had to move one movie to today, but it's kind of nice. We had a good talk about the film, but mostly the fact that I liked just talking with you guys. That's my favorite part of doing these shows. So there you go. So we'll see you guys later, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God. Reed by nature wasn't in the thank yous. He's not in the list. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, buddy.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.